Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to approach the net using slice, and I like to do two options. I will give you two, but before that I just want to give you some tips about the grip. And as I said in the last video, the best way to hold the grip for the slice, to do this shot here and to make it more comfortable, is to spread more your fingers along the grip, and to use, instead of completely continental grip, instead of doing this, to go and put your hand a little bit more on the top of the grip. It's easier, and you have more feeling on the racket, and then spread, as I said, the fingers more, and instead of closing like that. So this is the best way to hold the racket to make a better shot and the consistent slice. And when you approach the net is exactly the same, just with one thing, one difference, is that on the baseline usually you do this here and you do it like that. You are here and you do this and you do the slice, and when you approach the net usually the racket is a little bit in this position here, because the ball is also lower and you have less time. So usually you run with the racket here, and then you have two options when you approach. The first one, and the one I like to use more, is to hit the ball and go with this leg behind, and then you do 1, 1, 2, split step. This is the first option, the one I like to use the most, and also it's easier when the ball is more inside of the body here. It's perfect to do this shot like this, and here 1, 2, split step. And here when you hit the ball you move your leg, so you hit and you do this at the same time. The second option, I can show you one more before the second option. So you do this and you do this at the same time. The second option is, instead of doing this step here, is to go to the side. So you put the racket here, you run, and then when you hit, the ball is a little bit more on the side, and you go like that. So instead of doing this, okay, you go here. And it's also a valid option, and I also use this, so the ball is there, and you go 1, 2, split step. These are two options. Usually when the ball is lower, it's perfect to load the ball and to approach the net. Again, remember, after the shot you do this, for example here, here, and then you do 1, 2, split step. You make the split step on your toes, okay, instead of the flat foot, with a wide position. And if you use this shot, the ball is going to bounce super low, so it's perfect to do the slice down the line, for example, and close with the volley short and cross. Just notice here and remember, if you play down the line, you are playing for his forehand. So usually good players with a good forehand, no matter where is the ball, how is the ball and what's the height of the ball, we can always accelerate. We can do this shot, we can do this, we can do all kinds of shots. So remember, if you really want to play down the line, two options: or your opponent is really completely out of the court, and for example, if you are playing against me, it's still not a good option, or you actually play to the middle or to the backhand. If you play to the middle, for me is the best option, because if you play to the middle, you do this ball to the middle, and then you approach and you do the split step in the middle. You reduce the angles, and when he's in the middle, you can play only with this angle and this angle, so the ball is never going too far from the middle. It's perfect to block the ball, to go against the ball, and then to decide with the first volley and then second volley. You can do one volley deeper and then close with short and cross. If you want, you can also do this shot, slice cross court, and is also one of the best options. For example, if you are playing against me or players like me that prefer to play with the forehand, I think is one of the best options. I would never play down the line unless I see that my opponent is really, really uncomfortable. So you need to manage this well, understand what's the best option. Just again, I want to remember you again, that is really important when you do the split step, to prepare with the racket lower. If you go here, it's much more difficult to go down with the racket like that. So while you run and you move forward, you do this, okay, and the racket is already ready to play. This is much easier. And then again, talking about the grip, remember, spread your fingers, try alone if you want, and put the hand a little bit more on the top of the grip. It's much simpler, and spread your fingers. And you can do, as I said in the previous video, this exercise here, where you can get the feeling and the ball goes through all the strings and the ball starts to come back, is one of the best ways to improve your slice. And you can do this alone, you don't need anyone. Even this approach, you can use it alone, you can practice alone, and practice first without ball. So you are here, at the same time you contact, you go like that. And you can start by doing this alone here, and then once you dominate this, you can start doing with balls, and you can do all kinds. You can do one cross court for down the line, for example, 1, 2 split step and volley short and cross, a little bit more close to the net, of course, and you repeat this until you get the feeling, and the right feeling is another option, and one of the best options to approach the net. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, I just launched the second edition of my ebook, as all the chapters as before, of course, and I had 4 more which add more value to the ebook, and the masterclass about footwork, when I cover all the footworks you need as a coach or as a player. So it's perfect, and if you already bought, I already sent you the new version, the new edition, so let me know or have a look. If you didn't receive it because have any problem with the email, so let me know. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.